Well, from Natalie, I hope the treehouse is very cool. Living the dream, aren't we?
Mm.
So much to do. Right. So, oh, hang on. I haven't written the forward, so I read. Do you know what? This book is so big that I've just taken the picture from page 7, but actually we're going to read the ones before as well, the forward as well, and the preface. But I don't think, Laura, you will need that because I'll make you read when you've got your words, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Michelle, would you like to start with the forward, which will be different in the new version to my version?
Right.
Hey,
So the practice of yoga has always been evolving. Is it that one?
yeah,
Yeah. But essentially, yoga is the cultivation of attention. What we attend to and the attitude with which we attend greatly influence how we experience ourselves and our life. In yoga, we concentrate on both form, our bodies and tissues, and formlessness, our breath, energy channels, and mind states. These interconnected aspects of reality are in constant interplay. They are the yin and yang of life, and in yoga, we develop and balance these polar complementarities within our body and mind experience. For most of us, beginning with that is which is most tangible, the body, yang, is a common doorway into the practice. As we become less distracted and healthier physically, most students eventually become interested in that which is more hidden. This can be called the yin aspect of reality, which relates with that which is subtle. It's only by paying attention in a relaxed and attuned way that this yin aspect of yoga is revealed. Hang on a sec. Right. Frank. Frank. This is why it's easier at home. When students first begin a yoga practice, perhaps to reduce stress or to get in shape, or maybe just to accompany a friend, they'll often be guided to place the largest percentage of their attention on the shape of the poses they're trying to do. This keeps the practice safe, and as we learn postural integration, our body-based experience becomes more joyous and healthy, and the posture is more fun to inhabit. Eventually, with skillful guidance, sincere practitioners become interested not only in the outer forms of yoga, but also in the inner revolution that yoga can offer. Or as Bernie might say, they start to go yin side. It is here that the deeper aspects of yoga are revealed. Paying attention to the fluctuations of the breath, noticing the sensations ebbing and flowing in the physical body, tracking the changing feelings in the emotional body, and recognizing the space of the mind as well as the thoughts in the mental body are all parts of yoga. This yoking or joining of the body, heart, and mind provides health benefits beyond simply being more flexible or stronger. The word health is derived from an Old English word meaning whole. Yoga re-establishes our natural wholeness, the balanced integrity of our yin and yang nature. Adding a yin or quieter aspect to our yoga practice can introduce us to the possibility of physical, emotional, mental equilibrium by marrying the softer, contemplative modes of being in life to the stronger activities we're often so compelled by. This helps reduce the compulsive extremes of behaviour that cause us to lose balance, lose focus, and diminish our joy of living. Yang energy is needed to bring vitality to our yin interior, but it is the gentler yin qualities within us that balance our yang intensities. If you felt that life is too often not how you'd like it to be, then learning the ancient art of deep listening, tuning to the internal, non-conceptual, softer aspects of your yin nature may be the healing direction.
is this talking to anyone? Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
Keep going, Mish.
Bro. Yin yoga, when taught skillfully, can provide this opportunity to go within and realign our orientation. It will also affect our physical body in ways that may surprise us. It's simple but challenging. It will provide us with ample periods of stillness within when we can start to pay attention to what is really happening right here, right now. It can provoke insights that may move us to make significant changes in our life or allow us to accept that what is happening right now is exactly what ought to be happening right now. We may discover ourselves opening up to and connecting with our experience as it is. rather than holding on to resistance and feelings of victimization. For anybody seeking to learn and benefit from the practice of yoga, this book will be an invaluable guide. Bernie has been a student and friend of mine for many years. I know him to be a thoughtful and dedicated teacher who's helped many through his workshops, websites, and writings. Through this book, he's sharing his own practice for all of our benefits, seeking to help anybody who desires genuine health and wholeness. And within these pages, you will find explorations on the physical benefits of Yin Yoga and explanations on the way Yin Yoga helps us energetically, as well as emotionally and mentally. The practice of Yin Yoga is described in detail, and the various asanas are reviewed in a simple way, allowing them to be fully experienced. And for those interested, the evolution of yoga in general and Yin Yoga specifically is also presented. It's with heartfelt encouragement that I invite you to experience opening within through the study and practice of Yin Yoga.
Wow, thank you, Michelle. That was a big one. Well done. Chris?
Which bit would you like me to read?
The preface.
What, sorry?
The preface.
I think that was. We read, oh no. Oh, right, okay.
That was the forward. Got a few
So
bits.
I've gone back to the preface.
Yeah,
Yin is certainly in. Is that right? Have I got the right one? Yin is certainly in the 8 years I wrote the first edition of the complete Yin Yoga. Is that the right thing I should be reading, Sophie?
Do you know what? Because of the difference in pressings, I'll just read this first. Many readers of my previous book, Yin Sights, I don't think you've got this, have you? A Journey into Philosophy and Practice of Yin Yoga, wrote to tell me how much they enjoyed reading it and how valuable they found the practice of Yin Yoga. Along with many emails, there were also requests posted in the yinyoga.com forum asking for more information, how to get into the poses described in the book and how to safely come out of them, how to do Yin Yoga for the upper body, whether Yin Yoga will be helpful for unique special situations, and lots of other questions. Many readers asked about the Taoist history that also informed and influenced the development of Yin Yoga. The demand grew for a second edition of Yin Sights that will cover these and other details of the practice of Yin Yoga. Unfortunately, a technical challenge arose. Adding to the information already presented in Yin Sights would make the book unwieldy. Yin Sights was already over 400 pages long, and extending it to answer all the questions being raised would make the book too bulky. A second edition did not seem like a good idea. Fortunately, the opportunity arose to solve this problem by creating not a second edition of Yin Sights, but a new book focused more tightly on the practice of Yin Yoga and its benefits, and less on the philosophy and evolution of yoga in general. The result is what you are reading now. The complete guide to Yin Yoga borrows heavily in many places from Yin Sights, but it extends what was presented in the earlier book considerably. Yinsters familiar with Yin Sights will find a few sections repeated entirely, but they will also find an expanded description of the Yin Yoga postures, more flows following broader themes, and postures designed to work the upper body. I'm getting a lot of barking in the background. I need to sort that one. Special situations are also covered, such as how to modify your Yin Yoga practice if you are pregnant, or what to do to help you become pregnant. There is a more complete examination of the effects of Yin Yoga on our posture and also on our muscles. It's such a good book. This is such a good book. Of course, the benefits of Yin Yoga go far beyond the physical, and this book will also describe the considerable mental, emotional, and energetic benefits we can receive from the practice of Yin Yoga. Okay, so let's start on introduction. Laura, would you like to read that? I'm just going to stop the dog barking at the same time, okay?
Yeah, do I have the introduction? I've got chapter 1 on the screenshots, is that right?
Maybe you don't. Let's go back to Chris. Chris, can you manifest that? It's all right. It's me.
I've got it.
Got it.
Introduction. Modern yoga has sprung from a figurative forest of many different styles of yoga with many varied intentions. One particular tree germinating in this fertile forest about 1,000 years ago is called Hatha Yoga, which means the forceful yoga. Hatha yoga, distinct from the other trees in the yoga forest, was primarily designed to strengthen the body and prepare it for other forms of yoga. These forms could be meditative practices that led to liberation and enlightenment, but Hatha yoga could also be a path toward developing darker arts and black magic. Many Hatha yogis were famed for their prowess as warriors and were hired as mercenaries. Today, we mostly know of Hatha yoga in the West as a practice that makes us healthier and calmer. Not too many practitioners of yoga today are aiming for spiritual awakening, although if that happens, that might be nice. The intentions for attending a yoga class today may range from seeking health to seeking companionship. The fact that you can actually take a yoga class today is very new. There were no classes in ages past. You learned by sitting at the feet of your guru. If you were lucky, he would impart to you everything he had learned from his guru. But this transmission would take many years of dedicated study and practice. The Hatha tree sprouted many stout branches, far more than the physical postures or asanas. The original practice emphasized the breath and energetic circles formed by the hands and the body called mudras. In the last 100 years, asanas have moved into the spotlight in the evolving Western versions of Hatha yoga. There are dozens of branches now. Some of the oldest are called Yin Yoga and Sivananda Yoga. While some of the newest and smallest shoots have names such as Aqua Yoga, Dance Yoga, Goat Yoga, and Wine and Chocolate Yoga. Most of these modern forms of Hatha yoga emphasize health and wellness physically, mentally, and emotionally. With the modernization of Hatha yoga, some things have been lost. The original forms of Hatha yoga equally emphasize strong muscular activities, which can be characterized as yang practices, and the softer activities that open our deeper tissues, such as the joints, which can be characterized as the yin practices. The yin side of yoga was de-emphasized and hidden inside a few softer styles, such as restorative yoga and in the meditation practices, which very few people are drawn to. This was an unfortunate omission because it robbed the student of the chance to develop enhanced health for the whole body, heart, and mind. This book is an investigation into that missing half, Yin Yoga. The investigation will take you into the philosophical underpinnings of Yin versus Yang and will explain the benefits of adding a Yin perspective to our yoga practice. These benefits are considerable and are found in all aspects of our life, from our physical well-being to our mental and emotional well-being. The practice of Yin Yoga is explained in detail, but a book is never a substitute for a teacher. If you are drawn to investigate this part of the yoga forest further, you are encouraged to seek out a Yin Yoga teacher whom you can relate to. Like all yoga practice, theory alone is insufficient. You must actually do the practice. It is entertaining and educational to read about how and why you might do Yin Yoga, but the real value comes in getting down on the floor. So, as you begin to read this book, get off your couch or out of your chair, place a cushion on the floor, and begin to read while sitting or lying on the ground. Move around all you want, but stay on the floor for as long as you can. You are already beginning the practice.
Oh, I think we better start then.
Mhm.
Okay, so if you need a quick wee, off you go. Or are we okay? Do we need a break? Or are we okay?
Okay.
them out.
This is going to go with the dogs. Actually, the minute I get on the floor, they're going to be all
This is
over
going to
me.
be,
I can
well,
put my video off if you want, if it's too distracting. I know that
I'm
they're going.
loving it. I'm loving animals. Don't worry. Right. See you in a minute. There's something in the way. Are we ready? So we're just going to start with a I'm going to do it backwards so I can just see the time. Right, so we're just going to start with a very gentle little hip opening flow. With each posture, we're going to use just the 8 to 12 breaths with each posture, just to start. I've got this cat still, and a dog, and the animals will be all over us, I can imagine. So we'll start in child's pose. Let's go into that for 8 to 12 breaths. And remember, this is a time for you, you know, this is a time for you to just really feel connected to the breath. Let's check. Good. Loving the breathing. Just allow yourself to settle. And then moving very slowly out of that, very, very, very gentle, because it's probably, well, it might not be your first dog of the day. I think it might not be, but we're going to go into dog. So we're just going to do 8 breaths in dog and just let that settle as well.
Sophie, I can't hear you very well.
Oh.
I'm really quite. Can anybody? Is it me or is can it? No.
Yeah,
Never-
it's quite quiet for me too. I was just turning you up, Sophie. I'm just gonna go get a jumper. One sec.
My proper, can you hear me? No, you can't hear me very well, can you? I can see that. Test mic. Hello?
I can hear you quite well now.
Hello? Okay, that's when I'm close, but let me just double check that. Okay, let's. Can you hear me now?
All right. Just not as well as normal, but I think we can hear you.
Yeah, I need to go and get my mic from the other room. I might have to do that later now, sort of mid practice. Can you hear me if I talk like that? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so downward dog for 8 breaths. Tailbone up to the ceiling. Deepen the breath. And then just gently come back into Shalabhasana. So we're just going to lean onto all those hips. Bring the arms behind us. And come up. And just draw the shoulders away from the ears. And just hold for 8 breaths. Really breathing really deeply. Really deeply. Can't see me. Few user errors today. There we go. What is she doing? Well, that would help. Like that. Up we go. Ready? Up we go together. 1. And breathe. And 2. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And then just again pushing back into child's pose. Bring the hands in front, forehead to the mat. Then bring the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're coming into cat-cow, inhaling, arching up. Exhale, round down nice and slowly. Draw it in the belly as we come down. Inhale, open up. And again, very gentle with the body. Drawing in and up. Good. 3 more. And 2 more. And 1. And then back into child's pose. So we're going to move into our flow. So each one we're going to hold for 3 to 5 minutes. In the first posture, I'm going to run and see if I can find the microphone. So do not run with me. You stay on the mat, okay? So we're going to start in child's pose again, and we're going to really take our time here. Really think about going into the posture and into into the space inside of yourself. Just really connect there. And just, it's like a gift, isn't it, Yin? Yoga is yoga is a gift, but Yin is a gift to yourself. You are allowed to do nothing. You are allowed to sit still. So try and sit into that stillness. Well done. Good. Be back in a second. So for the next one, gently coming out. Well done. And our counter pose is cat-cow. Inhaling, arching up. Exhaling, rounding down. Keeps on joining in. There we go. Cat-cow. Inhale, arch up. Exhale, round down. And then we're going to grab our bolster and we're going to go, gosh, you probably don't need it too much, but you can bring your bolster to the front because it's nice to have it. And then we're going to go into swan. So you're going to bring your right foot forward, just get your hips nice and square. Bring your foot nice and high up. And then just go for a lean in. You could bring your forehead into the bolster if you want, or you can lean over it and just allow yourself to settle. And let the breath really move through you. How's that feel for you, Chris? Is that okay? Yeah, good. So tightness is everywhere, and sometimes the pain in one area obviously connects to another area. So we're looking for what's tight, what needs to move, what you need to let go of, what you need to shed. So we'll stay here for 3 to 5 minutes again, just on this leg. Okay, let's move very gently and slowly out of that and just swap legs over very carefully. Just noticing your internal dialogue. I'm just wondering, if you had a microphone on my internal dialogue, would you want to hear it? Would anyone want to hear your internal dialogue too? Interesting what you say to yourself, isn't it? Okay, let's swap legs over. Let's swap legs over. This side. Good.
looking like you're just at home there, guys. Yeah. All good? Off we go. Settle in. 3 to 5 minutes again. I'll let you know when it's time. Okay, gently coming back out of that. Then our counter pose is downward dog. So we're just countering with downward dog. And then just coming back in, let's move into butterfly. So I don't know how butterfly is for you, Chris. So we're just going to bring the soles of our feet together. Just see how far we can pull. Is that pulling too much? So you're okay. And then we're going to just lean in and bring the hands in front as far as they all go today. Okay. Hello. We've got a friend in our midst. It's always good to have a new one. Very good. Okay, so we'll settle in. We'll go for 3 minutes. Bring our heads down. Well done. Just allow the body to settle. You're essentially not doing nothing though, are you? Because within, all tissues are opening up, the ligaments are opening up, muscles are opening. Muscles are being rebuilt because fibers are being torn apart and then muscles are rebuilding. So strangely, you're rebuilding the body by being still. Breathe. And then gently come out with our counter pose. And we're coming to sitting posture, Dandasana, staff pose. Hands behind, opening the chest, just lifting and opening. Very active pose, Dandasana, drawing up the knees and thighs, separating toes, shoulders away from the ears, chest open. Breath moving through the body. Keep lifting in the legs, keep lifting in the tummy. under tight. Okay, brilliant. Now we're going to move to Sphinx. Have you got a blanket? Sorry about the demanding request last minute. My house is covered in blankets. I don't know about yours. Michelle, if you know.
Well, I don't
Okay, wow.
have a dog one, but I don't know.
A dog blanket. They smell nice. So, you don't need a blanket, but it's nice to have one to fold it into a nice rectangle at the top of the mat, because it always helps the elbows. So what we're doing is I'm just going to go back here. So you're bringing. I keep coming off camera. It's just get into the swing of it. Have a month off and I've forgotten what I'm doing. So you bring your forearms onto the floor, and therefore the blanket takes the elbow, the points of the elbow, and makes it a little bit nicer to bring the elbows in. So ideally, when you have your elbows under, I'm already wrong, try and bring the elbow underneath the shoulder. And then focus that head, point the nose up and out like a sphinx. Focus on the space between the eyebrows. And then just go internally inside and just see how that feels. Do the shoulders need to be a bit lower? You need to bring the shoulder blades down and back and open up the heart a little bit more. And then the hips, are they evenly pressing down into the mat? Are they even? See if you can get that going. So you're pressing the hips down into the mat. Shoulders away from the body. Heart opening. And then lifting in the heart as well. Oh, welcome. And then focus on the tip of the nose if your eyes are open. And if your eyes are closed, focus on the space between the eyebrows. Just let the breath come and go in yin. And it's taken us a while to get into that posture, but we're going to take it for 3 minutes. Well, 5. We'll try and do 5, but we'll see. Is that hurting? If it's hurting, come out. Yeah. Okay, otherwise hold. And then just letting the body fall down to the floor. Arms out to the side and look to the right. Bring the right cheek to the blanket, and just let the shoulders lock down and mold themselves round the blanket. And then swap to the other side. And then gently bring the hands back in front of you and moving back into child's pose. And then we're going to find happy baby. So coming back up and then bringing up. So when we go into happy baby, we're going to try and get our knees towards the armpits. So pushing right down into the, you can start with one leg and then the other. Pushing down and in. Lovely. If it's too much, just do one leg. Try and do one leg if it's too much. Just see where it works for your body. Be your own doctor. And if you feel confident and comfortable, try and pull further. So try and really push down further if you can. Just finding that middle point of pleasure and pain. Pulling down, deepening. Okay, rest guys, well done. So coming into a counter pose again, draw the knees into the body and just hold. And just let that rest there. We'll hold it for about a minute or two now. So nothing else to do, to wait. Just be in this moment with me. And then very carefully and slowly bring your hands around the outside of the knees and then just let the knees rock down to one side. Bring the arms along the floor, left arm goes along the floor, right arm along the floor, feet are arms are parallel. And first of all, you're stacking that top knee so it stacks on top of the bottom knee. So making sure the hips are nice and open. You're feeling weight through the arms and legs. So the stacking will bring an extra stretch along the top of the leg. The armpit should feel like it's opening up. Everybody will be different. Everybody will be tighter in one place than the other. If it's too much for you to bring that knee stacking, maybe bring the leg a little bit further back. It's fine. Whatever way works for you. Just stacking that knee. Ideally, hello. Everyone's there. Everybody's coming in. They love you, Michelle. They just love you. What a lucky life you have with all them.
I've just eaten my yoga block. Yeah.
Think about relaxing the hands as well. Make sure the hands are relaxing. What are you holding in your hands? Cat's just seen the dog. It's like, what? What's that? It's only a little one, you don't worry. Settle in. sign to go to the other side. Let's go. Thank you guys for keeping us in check. Over to the other side, very carefully, very slowly. And stacking those knees on top of each other. Arms out, overhead. Just focusing on the space that you need to bring in. What's not quite in line. If it's in line, just allow yourself to appreciate that and breathe into it. And then gently coming back out of that and moving into Shavasana. So you can adapt your Shavasana, you can bring the bolster underneath the feet, or you could use your blanket, get cozy. So what we'll do is we'll do our usual. Once you've come out of Shavasana, then it's tea time. You're going to make yourself a cup of tea, and then I'll meet you back at the desk. Okay? This is the important bit. So we'll do 5 minutes minimum.
Hey. Oh, I'm so sorry about the end.
What happened?
The postman always rings the bell. And then it just triggered the dog to go off. Like, then I just went, woo! I was just like an automatic reaction.
Amazon won't come into my like when they come to the drive, they won't come in because the dogs go crazy.
Oh, yes, like, anyway, I think I should have put myself on mute. I think that's the learning from that. Mute on Shavasana. So, how did you find that?
Lovely. Very nice.
What were your, what came up for you? Michelle, what came up for you?
So I find I'm finding that the poses are like are getting a bit like easier maybe. You know, because when I've been doing them, that's the kind of ones that I've done, not happy baby pose, but like the Sphinx. And I initially when I started Yin, I found Sphinx really, really hard. So they definitely help in my back. And then, you know, the hip ones as well, because my hips and hamstrings are really tight. So I'm kind of seeing a bit of improvement, you know, not much, but it's good. Yeah. And it's just really nice, isn't it? And it's just kind of, it's strange where it's like when you're like a couple of minutes into the pose, you start to feel it somewhere else. It becomes a bit more intense. I find that quite fascinating that it becomes a bit more intense as just all of a sudden.
One second, Michelle, 1 second. I'm back in. It's just always that. It's the yoga is like live, back in. And it's all fine. Did you notice about let's go right round first. Laura, what did you think?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I find it almost the sort of not the breathing side, but the kind of mental side of it, almost the most challenging. It almost requires a bit of like sort of stamina of your mind to be able to not, because I just find it so tempting to start thinking about like what I'm going to have for lunch, or you know, that sort of mental to-do list and all of that kind of thing. And I know that's fine, but also you don't necessarily get the most out of it if you're sort of, you know, planning your daily activities. So that's the bit I find really challenging, is trying to kind of switch that off and really focus on the breath. It's starting to come a little bit more easily. But yeah, that's a bit of a challenge. And then yeah, I also find it really interesting how some of them almost lull me into a false sense of security. You get in the pose and you think, oh, that's really nice. And then suddenly, you know, you're aching over here or here. So yeah, and it's just trying to find, as you said, it's that point between kind of pleasure and pain. And it's like trying to get that right. Because sometimes I'm feeling like, oh gosh, I'm feeling that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, sort of thing? But yeah, it's good. It's completely different to the like the Ashtanga side, isn't it?
Yes, and yet you still feel refreshed
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, totally.
You know, you haven't run 12 miles, which also would be good, but I don't think I've ever run 12 miles. But anyway, I haven't yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you feel I found like also in my, because I'm having pains in my back and I don't know why. I think I've just done quite a lot of yoga recently. And weirdly, I found tightness wasn't in my back, it was in my legs. So I feel like that's been taking away all the pressure, but actually when now I've eased off my legs, my back doesn't hurt. Weird.
It's all connected.
What did you think, Chris?
Yeah, it was good. I enjoy it. I like holding poses, and I like the challenge of not thinking about stuff. So yeah, it was good. I was just taking it a bit easy, but yeah, no, it's good start.
That's great. Okay. So my thoughts are that if we can do a little session next week, everyone can do one. Is you three all here? You three here. And I think Natalie's here. So if you can plan a little, should we say 20 minutes? Oh, sorry. But you can go over because I know you can do it. I know you can do it, no problem.
Plan
But-
a 20.
Yeah, but just plan a 20-minute session. Use the books, use maybe with should we stay on hips? Should we stay on hips? Do you want to stay on hips? Yeah. So
Yeah.
hips and lower back, 20-minute session. And if everybody does one, our hips and lower backs are going to feel amazing. But also counter pose. Try and think about what counter poses. Doesn't necessarily use many counter poses in this Yin Yoga book. We have to sort of make that one up a little bit. Let me just double check that. Sometimes rubbish. There are my glasses. Yeah, so in the back of this is quite good. In the back of this book, I'll just show to the screen so Laura can see. There are some postures. Where is it? Anyone found it before me? Yeah, there are some practices you can actually have a little look at, but try not to just copy those. Try and make your own. There's loads of them. 90 minutes. I think it is never ending. Once you have postures, you have never ending ways that you can look at things, but I think that's quite useful to see those. And always think, if you did a 3 to 5 minutes, how many postures do we need for 20 minutes? 6. You don't need many. And then perhaps if you can, pop 1 or 2 of those postures on Facebook over the week. I've got quite a bit of homework this week.
On Facebook, though, when you're doing that, you're not going to do it for 5 minutes, are you?
No.
Facebook, so just like teach the pose, and show it, and then come out. Everybody will be like,
10 seconds. That's it. Yeah, no problem. And then so you've all got the book. So that's for Laura. When are you back?
I'm back on Monday.
Sophie, will you just excuse me?
Send.
Sorry, Sophie, I've just got a call. Do you mind if I take it? Is that okay?
Please go. And then you're going to read 1 till 25. But Laura, do you want me to just take pictures of it now? I'll just take pictures of it now.
Yeah,
because
if
if you're
that's
on
all
the
right.
beach or something, it's a nice place to read it, isn't it?
Yeah, that would be perfect. Thanks. Is that pages 1 to 25?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
My book doesn't
You've got
have
1 to 7 there. And then let's start checking out. So what today we'll check out with 3 good things that you've found, because we're going to stay grateful for our lives in general. Keep saying I'm lucky to people. Keep saying you're lucky. It's a good one. Okay, 3 good things, Michelle,
from this session.
from this session.
Getting to lie down for an hour. Getting peace mainly from the dogs was a good thing as well, because I was a bit worried that they were going to be really disruptive because they've not been out a big walk yet. And just the nice feeling that yin has on your body. I just think it is such a good form of yoga, you know, like those deep stretches for a knackered old body like mine. So yeah.
Oh, it's not knackered, it's beautiful. Silence. Right, next one, Laura.
Three things. Always nice catching up with you guys and kind of hearing what's going on in your news. Always love that. So that's one. I love doing the yin poses. It's really nice, and I find it so satisfying how you kind of start in a pose and you think you've kind of got to your limit, and then by the end of the 5 minutes, you're even further in the stretch. So that's always great. And also it's nice to start reading the book and hearing a bit about the history and the purpose and things as well. Enjoy the theory too.
Well done. Good summary. Thank you. Chris?
Yes, sorry, what are we doing? Are we saying three things that
Three good things.
three good things about the session today?
Yeah.
Oh, it's always nice to see everybody. It is not my mind's crazy, like my mind races like motorway, like constantly. So it's nice to get a little reminder to just have a little bit of stillness. I think that's good for yoga training and then in life. And I think it's almost like a reset, isn't it? Every week when we do this, it's a bit like a reminder. It's like that's how you learn, isn't it? You do it and then you repeat it and you do it again and you remind yourself. So yeah, I think it's been lovely to see everybody. It's been nice to remember the yin. Yin is quietness, isn't it? And also it's just nice to keep learning, I think, as well.
Oh, thank you. So we've got what we're doing. Let's rewind what we're doing.
So we're doing a 20-minute session. Yin
We
session,
are.
hips and back.
Mm-hmm.
Putting a couple of the postures on Facebook
Mm-hmm.
and
And
reading 1 to 25 of the book.
now it's a bit like reading. So I do think it's a bit, sent it to you now, Laura, on messages. I think it's a bit like reading the sutras. So if you can't get past page 2, that's fine, because we will be reading it together. Okay,
Sounds good.
got it. All right, a little bit of an earlier finish today. We've whizzed through it. Let's do.
We'll be back on, what time is it next week? Is it back at 1 o'clock or?
Can I let me just double check that no one's booked. We have a lovely lady who comes. Which would you prefer before I say?
Are we doing the Ashtanga one?
I can do either. I can do either 11 or 1. Which would you prefer? Have a vote.
Is it
Does it-
online?
Oh,
Sophie?
if you want to do the Ashtanga, we'll do that after.
It doesn't matter what
If
time
you're
we start.
free.
Sophie, are we talking about online or in the studio next week?
Studio, we can go in the studio next week,
Oh,
Thursday.
I would love to do 11 because I'll go to Miriam's class before,
Go
but
to
I'm
Miriam.
easy. I'll go and come back. I'll have lunch. I'll have a
Makes
nice
it easy. We could do 11 till 1, and then Michelle, let's catch up on some postures at the end, shall we?
So
We need to do some more postures.
11 till 11 o'clock, and then we'll do it afterwards.
I'm just thinking of your dogs.
Someone at the door, hang on.
So, yeah, go for it. Let's do 11
One
till
works
1.
for me.
So it's 11 till
Yeah.
1 in the studio.
11 till 1, we're doing yin. And then Michelle will do 1 till say 1:30 because we might be a bit out of it. We'll decide. We'll go a bit longer if we can. I just want to do some more Ashtanga postures with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dog sitting till 1:45 at least. I don't know how long it takes you to get home.
Oh, no, it's fine. I've put the dogs into doggy daycare. And they're there till 4, so that's fine. And I won't be getting them early.
Right, let's clear the space on that note. Oh, good. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right. Have a brilliant week. I will see you in person. Very excited to the
See you next
person
week.
one. See you next
See you
week.
next
Bye-bye.
week.
Bye-bye.